Hello and welcome to the Exponential. My name is R Squared, and welcome to the 2025 to 2026 National Championship game for men's college basketball. The Michigan Wolverines and the University of Connecticut Huskies are facing off in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the NFL's Indianapolis Colts. We're here for a great game, ladies and gentlemen. National anthem has just started, and we're expecting tip-off in about 10 minutes' time. We got ourselves an excellent one here. The 1 seed from the Midwest, we got the Michigan Wolverines, and the 2 seed from the East, the UConn Huskies. They fought their way here. UConn has had a tough road here, about as tough as it gets. They've taken on teams along the way. Some teams wish, hey, they could have done it all they didn't want them themselves. UConn took down Illinois in the Final Four, Michigan State in the Sweet 16, Duke in the Elite Eight, UCLA in the second round, and then Furman in the opening. Furman, the only one of those names that doesn't send chills down your spine in a different era. UConn has not had good luck with their tournament draw. Michigan, maybe you could say they've had a little bit better luck down the line. They've taken on opponents such as Arizona, who coming into the tournament was the favorite to win it all. From multiple people believe that Arizona could win it all. So Michigan beat them in the Final Four. They took down Tennessee in the Elite Eight, Alabama in the Sweet 16, St. Louis in the second round, and Howard in the opener. Thus is the life of the first team. But the impressiveness isn't the quality of opponent that Michigan's played so far. It's come down more to the level that they have played at in these games. They've outscored their opponents. They've beaten down on them. And we can say that confidently because they've scored above 90 points in every single meeting that they've had so far. In UConn hasn't met that stat. They haven't scored 90 points at all this tournament. Closest they got was 82 against Furman. But Michigan, they've been bringing the offense. Statistically, they're one of the best teams ever in the Ken Pom era of stats. Michigan's one of the top teams ever. That's how good they are. They're excellent. They play well defensively. They've been locking in as well. So they allowed 73 against Arizona. It was a full court effort against the Wildcats in the Final Four. They took them down by 18, as it was a thorough thrashing against one of the tournament's best team, and they did it without Yaxel Lendeborg. Their superstar led them to easy wins in the first few games, steamrolled their way through Arizona with or without him, and they're led by head coach Dusty May, former Florida Atlantic University. He wasn't new to the Final Four, but this is his first time in the national championship game, and he's leading a Michigan program that he has just turned around with some of this squad. On the other side of things, you got someone who's very familiar with the national championship game, more familiar with it than any other coach in the sport, pretty much, as he's been here 3 of the last 4 years. It's Dan Hurley and the UConn Huskies. He's a 2-time champion. Their three-peat was ended by Florida last year, but they're here to put a little sandwich on Florida's national championship. So UConn coming in here with high hopes. They want to win it all. They expect nothing less than winning when it comes to Dan Hurley, and this team has just been exceptional this year. The resilience that they've showed, they're just the most experienced team in the tournament, with the most experienced coach in the tournament as well. And that's evidenced day in, day out, just the way that UConn operates. Against Michigan State, we saw a tough, gritty win. They got it done against UCLA. That was tough at the beginning, but they closed out pretty quickly. Furman had them at the end. They had them going, and UConn pulls away there. And against Duke, of course, the 19-point comeback, just defining what UConn men's basketball means. And this is a basketball school, if you've ever heard of one. Michigan, you could make an argument that they're more football, they're more baseball, they're more whatever. But today, both of them are basketball schools playing in the national championship game in Indianapolis. It's been a hard fight. They've gone through March Madness to get here. And now we're well into April antics, folks. April 6th evening. I hope you guys have had a fantastic Easter. He is risen. It's been a great week for basketball. We saw the Final Four earlier. The NBA is wrapping up. They're hitting their final stretch. They are introducing the players right about now in Indianapolis. The UConn Huskies. This team has been unstoppable. They've made their way all the way here. They've took down giants. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, but UConn hasn't fallen yet. They're starting a lineup today. You got Solo Ball, Silas Demery Jr., Alex Karaban, Terrace Reed Jr., and Braylon Mullins. And this team, Braylon Mullins, Mr. Clutch, hometown hero of Indianapolis, has led the Huskies here on his back. That's UConn's starting lineup. Here they come now. Alex Karaban. This would be his third national championship victory if he were to win this one. Center number 5, Terrace Reed Jr. Solo Ball. Silas Demery Jr. Braylon Mullins. And now the Michigan Wolverines. They've made their way through. It's been tough. It's been gritty. But they haven't even come close to falling yet. They smoked Howard by 21. Took down St. Louis by 23. Took down Alabama by 13. Tennessee, they walloped. And then Arizona, who they cleaned up with an 18-point victory. Michigan hasn't been close to being stopped yet. And they're not even ready to stop here. They're here in Indianapolis to pick up one final victory. Starting for Michigan. Number 21, Morez Johnson Jr. He's a powerful forward, great on defense. We're going to be seeing him a lot tonight. Number 23, Yaxel Lendeborg. If I'm not calling his name all day tonight, either he's not in the game or something else is wrong. Here's the big man, the center, the heartbeat. Number 15, Adai Mara. It's number 3, the guard, Elliot Cadeau. And last, but certainly not least, we got number 4, Namari Burnett. Hey, hire me for his job. Please. I can do it all. Dan Hurley, here in the booze already. And more cheers for Dusty May than Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley is happy to embrace being one of college basketball's most hated coaches. In just a moment, tip-off from Indianapolis. Oh boy, am I ready for this national championship game from Indy. Final Four. Been here all March watching it, following along in these two teams. No one deserves to be here more, although I was rooting for Illinois in that Final Four game. Ultimately, UConn was the team that came out on top. Benefits of having a mutable microphone. So what are the keys to the game, you might be asking? Well, let's start with UConn. If UConn wants to win this game, number one, they got to keep Terrace Reed out of foul trouble. When Terrace Reed's on the court, they're a better team. It's evidenced by their game against Duke. They struggled without him on the court. When he came in, the comeback started and finished when Terrace Reed was in the game. Keep him out of foul trouble. And honestly, UConn doesn't want to get into that kind of game at all against Michigan because UConn does not play well when it comes to free throws. They do not shoot free throws well, and they do not get free throw attempts very often. They don't get sent to the line. They're not amazing at that. So if you're UConn, you want to stay away from those situations. Obviously, physicality is a big thing, but if you're UConn, you might want to come a little more indirect at Michigan here. Target that three-point line. Make sure everybody's shooting correctly. Solo ball, Silas Demery, Braylon Mullins, make sure everybody's doing their job in Indianapolis. And, of course, Alex Karaban shooting from three as well for UConn. Passing is a huge deal for the UConn Huskies. If they can pass well, Michigan will stop being able to get their fast break. Michigan lives on fast break points, so try and take that away, being safe with the ball. Michigan, just do what you've been doing. They have been unstoppable this tournament run until somebody proves otherwise. UConn needs to do something in their power. You can't leave it up to your defense against this Michigan team. They are too dominant. We're about to get underway. Here we go. For an intense game, everybody's ready. National championship from Indianapolis. How will the momentum start here in Indianapolis? Will Michigan get off to the fast start that they did last game in the Final Four against Arizona? Or will we see UConn start the tempo early? It's a big determination. Who's clawing from behind early on, or do they stay the same throughout? It's Reed against Mara. And here we go. And it's Mullins who's going to end up with the ball first here. Silas Demery is going to dribble it over. He's on Cadeau. Quick little screen. Good transition defense to start for Michigan. And Terrace Reed's got the ball in his hands, going to give it back to Demery. Michigan's blocking him out from the drive to Karaban. Back to Terrace Reed. He's got a bit of space here. They're trying to get him to the rim. He's going to take the hook shot. Won't go. Rebound, Mara to Cadeau. And here is Michigan now. Elliot Cadeau. Defense is a big thing here. Big deal. Here's Lendeborg to Mara. Interior. And Johnson can't get it to fall, and there's a battle for the rebound, and the refs say it's Michigan basketball off of Demery Jr. So an excellent job from Morez Johnson Jr. fighting for the ball. So possession will stay with Michigan. Tamara on the inbounds, Cadeau on the wraparound. Elliot Cadeau, he's got no separation from Demery. Throws one over to Lendeborg. Underneath Tamara. Mara is going to back into Reed. Spin and no. In and out. Reed with the rebound. Here's Demery. Demery is solo ball in the corner for Braylon Mullins. Shot won't go. Rebound Johnson. So far, both teams cold shooting. They do want to take Michigan out of transition here as much as they can. Michigan loves playing quick, playing with the transition offense. UConn's doing a nice job so far. Somehow gets it to Johnson, who gets the layup to get the first points of the game. 2-0 Michigan to open up. And a pretty pass from Cadeau there to Johnson. Here is Demery. Mullins over the ball. Reed one-on-one on the interior with a little bump and the hook shot and in. 2 apiece, tied. Here's Burnett. Pass over to Johnson. Mara again with the transition. Cadeau trying to find some room. He's going to drive at the basket and got the points. 4-2. And we're just seeing the patience is evident by Elliot Cadeau. His game has truly elevated. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists against Arizona. His game has just gotten incredible since coming to Michigan this season. Reed again backing into Mara. Tries again with the hook shot. Not good this time. And a little spin away for Cadeau as ball was putting the pressure on him. Cadeau, who tried to get a pass off, won't. It'll stay Michigan basketball off the Caravan tip. But that's exactly what you want to do if you're UConn, tipping the passes, making some trouble for the transition offense of Michigan. That was just a clean pass to Morez Johnson Jr. in that last sequence. That's about as good as it gets. Here's Lendeborg on the rebound, on the inbound. Tamara. To Cadeau again. Ooh, and a foul early on here on Demery. And a smart play there from Elliot Cadeau. So we're going to get a few free throws here for Cadeau as he throws one up and takes the foul. Yep. Clean shot. So he'll take 3 free throws for Elliot Cadeau. So clever job drawing it again. UConn, they got to stay out of foul trouble today. They don't want this to be the kind of game they get into. Sinks the first. Elliot Cadeau transferred from North Carolina and has truly elevated his game in Michigan. Can't even say enough good things about this young man. He's been the catalyst of this Michigan offense. He's been running it like it's his show. Mara is subbing out now for Michigan. First sub of the game for the Wolverines. In his stead comes Roddy Gale Jr. All 3 sunk by Cadeau, 7-2 Michigan. Here's ball. And Demery again, transition defense for Michigan. Lovely. Leaving ball with a little space. And there is ball with the shot. And it's going to go in after a quick bounce. So solo ball with the 2-pointer there. I noticed him on the corner. He got open quickly. Michigan, they had a little bit of an accidental double team in the middle. Transition gone wrong. Double team on Cadeau. Oh! And they're going to call a charge there, and I think rightfully so, on Morez Johnson. Oh, my goodness. They called it against Ball. They're saying his feet weren't set. I don't know about that one. All right, so that's the second foul for the team there. Lendeborg trying to balance one in. He's going to pass back to Johnson. Cadeau from 3. No good. Rebound. Double rebound, and Morez Johnson's got it. So Michigan rebounding, attacking the glass early on. 4 points for Morez Johnson Jr. 9-4 for the Wolverines. Demery looking for someone. Still in Demery's hands. He's going to take a shot. It's denied. Oh, my goodness. Roddy Gale climbing the ladder to get the block here. And that was an incredible block from Roddy Gale Jr. That was an outstanding block as he goes up right off the corner of the backboard. Demery tried to get around him. It's exactly what Gale wanted. It's still UConn's ball, but whew, what a block. Michigan, UConn from Lucas Oil Stadium, our first intermission. All right, interesting first sequence here in Indianapolis. Good stuff generally. Michigan, they're attacking the boards much better than UConn is at the moment. The rebounds are coming. Elliot Cadeau, again, he's operating the offense of Michigan's, getting it going, getting the tempo up for Michigan, for the Wolverines. It's keeping them on pace, on schedule. They're making their shots. UConn has had to try a lot harder to get the offense going now. Solo Ball and Terrace Reed have the shots. Terrace Reed, he's missed 2 shots already. He's got to make those hook shots if he's going to keep trying them, because UConn just doesn't rebound as well as Michigan does. I'm not sure anybody in college basketball rebounds as well as Michigan does. And they got to attack those boards if they're going to do them. Maybe Michigan State, but even then, it's kind of iffy. We'll never know. But Terrace Reed's got to make those shots because they're not going to get the rebounds, and then they're losing possession. And at this point, that's one of the reasons they're down by 5 here early on. Got to make those hook shots. But the rebounding has been on point for Michigan so far. 6 rebounds just on that first sequence, 2 from Marez Johnson and 2 from Elliot Cadeau as well, who got those 3 free throws. He's got 5 points, and Johnson has 4. So they're doing it all themselves. But again, you just see, if you'll notice on the next sequence, on the next possessions, Cadeau, he's going to keep moving the offense. Who's going to have the ball in his hands? It's going to be Elliot Cadeau. Where's the ball going? Doesn't really matter, but ultimately, if they can't find an answer, they're kicking it back outside to Cadeau to see what he can do with the basketball. Again, those 11 assists and 5 rebounds against Arizona just show what kind of player he is and how he's brought Michigan to the next level as a completed team. Last time the Wolverines were champions was 1989. This is the first time I'm seeing this footage, so that was the last time Michigan was here, 1989. So it's been a second, to say the least. There was the Seton Hall head coach, P.J. Carlesimo. Probably not saying that right. From 82 to 94. He was Michigan's opponent in that national championship game. Here's Demery again. We're seeing him get the ball in his hands quite a bit. Over to Ball, underneath to Reed, who's bouncing back against Mara again. Tries another hook shot. Won't go, but they're going to call the travel on Terrace Reed. It's a quick travel there. Cadeau now to Johnson. Inside to Mara. He's double teamed. Lendeborg is open. Mara didn't see him. Tries to spin his way around Reed. Shot doesn't go. Rebound for Reed. It was a risky shot there from Mara. Don't necessarily agree with the decision not to pass it back. Demery to Braylon Mullins. To Reed to Mullins. They're trying to counter transition with transition right now with the offense. Trying to get those isolations. Quick passes. Good passes. Mullins, no. And this is going to be a foul on Lendeborg. A loose ball foul on the pursuit. And UConn, now they're starting to get what I was saying earlier. They need to get the good passing going to be able to open up this game more for them on offense. And they were passing well, but Michigan was hustling on that sequence. So Braylon Mullins is coming out of the game after missing that 3-point shot. Jaden Ross is in for him. Demery to Caravan. Interior to Reed. And, Terrace Reed losing it. It's going to be Michigan ball. Turnover. Hey, it's Boban. It's Boban Marjanovic. Boy, I miss that guy in the NBA. So Michigan's got the ball again. Cadeau. Mara to Johnson. To Lendeborg. Kicks it out. 3. McKinney, no. UConn ball. Caraman to Solo Ball. Ball from 3. He's got it. And the first 3-pointer of the game, courtesy of Solo Ball. (9-7) press from UConn here. Junior from Leesburg, Virginia, Solo Ball. Kenny to Lendeborg. Tamara. Cadeau again with the ball. UConn's putting more aggressive defense on him, trying to interrupt the transition. Cadeau's double team tries to wrap around. Caught it! Ho! And Cadeau with the fireworks. Incredible. As he wraps right around and under for the points. Elliot Cadeau taking all kinds of contact and slamming one against the backboard to get the ball to go down. And the extra point here on the foul. So Silas Demery's coming out of the game early. He's already got 2 fouls to his name. Cadeau is drawing fouls at a high rate early on. He misses this one. 11-7, Michigan with the lead. Pressure again. It's ball from the same spot as earlier. This time it won't go. Looks like they're going to call it goaltend. Reed's got his first foul here. Dan Hurley's not happy with the refs as usual. UConn's got to clean up their act a bit. Here is Lendeborg. Puzzling over that foul a bit, similar to Dan Hurley. Underneath to Mara. Mara's on Reba. And Mara doesn't get it again. And Malachi Smith's got the rebound. And this is Jaden Ross. Back to Malachi Smith. Caravan thought about it. Didn't take it. They're not getting anything. Caravan again. Sidestep from downtown. He's got it. Sinks the 3. It's 11-10. Michigan still, but Caravan closing the gap to 1. 2 for 4 from downtown are UConn. Inside, Mara. No shot. It's going to be a foul on the floor here. And UConn's huddling up again, trying to keep these fouls from getting away from them. We're seeing a physical game early here in the national championship game. I cannot believe it's only been how long has it been? Oh, man. Yeah, it hasn't been that long, 20 minutes. And this game it's getting physical. Feels like it's gone by in a flash. Cadeau from way downtown. No. Oh, we got a fast break opportunity. Ross denied. Not going to happen, Elliot Cadeau. This is going to be a foul. But an impressive chase down. I wish I could hear the whistles on the sideline, you know. But a well play by Jaden Ross. He'll shoot 2 in just a moment when we come back. So UConn, they've picked up the physicality, they've picked up the pace. And they're making things difficult for Michigan right now. Regardless, this game isn't coming easy to anybody on either side of the court. They're both playing incredibly. On either side, the guy we've said who's been coming up most often, Cadeau for Michigan, and then Silas Demery has kind of become the go-to offensive pacemaker for UConn. He's not taking the shots. He's dishing them out. He's gotten shots over to Solo Ball, who's made a couple. Not really Braylon Mullins, but kind of. He's got him open for the shot. Mullins just hasn't got it in yet. And then, of course, throwing it over to Caravan for that big 3, the sidestep. A beautiful 3-pointer for Alex Caravan. Can't believe the Marlins didn't score a run. The Magic are winning, though. Just a little quick Florida sports updates. Reds beat the Marlins 2-0, and the Magic lead the Pistons 100-86. Cadeau has 7 of Michigan's 11, and Ball has 5 of UConn's 10. Caravan with the big three-pointer, though. That's what they need. They need Caravan to be hot from downtown. They need him to be the guy. Likewise, Braylon Mullins, he's 0 for 2 from downtown right now. He's got to start making those shots soon. It's a different game if he's made those two. If he makes all of his shots, it's a different game. Yeah, I could say that about anything. But seriously, this guy is this important. 1 point Michigan lead. Out comes Jaden Ross. Here's Dusty May on the sideline. Let me hear what he has to say. So Dusty May saying we're going a little too east to west. Need to clean it up, get better defensively in the paint, which I don't disagree with. Cadeau and Johnson, 11 points for Michigan. The rest of the team doesn't have any, and they're 0 for 5, except for Cadeau and Johnson, who are 4 for 7. So definitely some stuff that needs to be cleaned up for Michigan. Here's Jaden Ross to take his free throws. And there's the tie from Jaden Ross. And for the lead, no. Tied at 11. So he split the free throws. Here's McKinney. Trey McKinney. He's got nothing. He's going to flip one over to Johnson. Johnson trying to spin his way past Reba. Potential travel, but he gets it up and in. Another 2 tagged on from Morez Johnson Jr. Malachi Smith to Reba to Caravan. They're smothering Caravan right now. Smith takes the shot on the pull-up. He's going to get it to fall. Tied at 13 again. Malachi Smith with a nice move. Lindeborg underneath. And Morez Johnson again. That's a travel. Yeah. Excellent referee in there. That was very much a travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. I thought they were going to let him get away with it for a minute. I was going to say, that was a travel if I've ever seen one. But UConn, it's just, again, great move by Malachi Smith on that one. 13 apiece here at Indy. Malachi Smith over to Caravan to Reba to Smith. Again, UConn passing the ball well. Smith's going to take his step back. No. Good rebound and catches his own rebound. Tries to throw around, gets his own pass. Corner 3 from Caravan. Got it. 16-13, a UConn lead. The corner 3 from Caravan. Oh, and the rebound from Johnson is going to get it in. Okay, 16-15. Tempo's picked up here in Indianapolis, and so has the lag on my TV. I might reset it in the next one, make sure we're on the same timestamp, but high tempo right now, 1 point UConn lead. Terrace Reed. Tariba. Oh, sorry, that was Smith Tariba. Oh, bad pass. Turnover here. Cadeau inside to Johnson. Outside, wide open three. McKinney. No. Rebound by Caravan. Michigan's 0 for 4 from downtown. Spelling disaster. Shot clock's down to 5. Smith's going to have to take a shot. He's going to lay it up and in. 3-point UConn lead. Malachi Smith. Lendeborg, no points yet for him. He's going to try and make a move. He's going to get called on a foul on UConn. But look at this play from Malachi Smith. Dodges and then just a clean layup. As he has elite ball handling skills right now. We haven't seen from him yet. Stepping up in the biggest stage there is. He's the transfer from the Dayton Flyers. This is McKinney on the inbound. Throw it up to Lendeborg. Lendeborg, step back three. No. Dan Hurley a little surprised that the foul was on Michigan. I was like, I thought the foul was on Michigan. Why is he upset? But it's a foul on Michigan. So UConn's. So yeah, it's UConn's ball now. Yep. Here's Malachi Smith again. Caravan. Their guards are on the bench with 2 fouls apiece and in trouble. Braylon Mullins from 3. He's going to miss yet another one. Successful rebound from Terrace Reed. Another downtown, another miss. Oh, and an attempt at a dunk there from Braylon Mullins, a putback. Not going to happen, though. Here's McKinney. McKinney drives, no. Rebound, won't go. And Michigan is struggling to get their offense going here. Confusion with the transition D. Got a little mismatch. And Reed's going to take his momentum into the paint. How much is not a travel? And they let him get away with it. He misses the shot. Blocked by Mara. McKinney. On the roll, he throws one into Mara, who's got it. A good assist there from Trey McKinney. Here's Malachi Smith to Caravan. Back to Smith. Smith's running this offense right now. Terrace Reed. Terrace Reed's got plenty of space. Going to try and pick a block. And from float, hey, there's got it. There's a lot going on. He's on the floor. I thought there would have been a foul. There's a stoppage because of a clock issue. Adai Mara with the big basket here. Transition gone right. Gets a quick layup. 18-17, UConn has the 1-point lead. The road ends here between Michigan and UConn. Who will be crowned the champions? Taking a stand here in the first quarter. We're getting there. This is only my second ever time doing a basketball game live. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, I don't think it's going terribly at the moment. I think we're doing just fine. First was last year's national championship game, which was a blast. So hopefully we repeat that here with the ending. Just resting my voice a little. We're back from Lucas Oil Stadium. UConn has a 1-point lead, 7 minutes till half.
He says it's our ball. One of his players had to say, yeah, it was a foul in Michigan. He got booed loudly here earlier. He kind of laughed it off after the Illinois game. And I know there were some that don't like his antics, but for the most part, Dan Hurley is very good for college basketball. He's a character.
And as they were saying, Dan Hurley's one of the best coaches to ever do it. And people don't like his attitude. To Dan Hurley, that's a them problem. In the last 4 years, they have a 126-27 record. 2 titles in the last 3 seasons. This is very familiar territory for the Huskies. And a high inbound over there. It's Malachi Smith again. Smith over to Reed. Reed to Mullins. Thought he might have it. Wraps around. Floats one. Not quite. Oh. I would go with a foul on Mullins here. Though I'm getting some insane TV lag. I'm not sure why. It's got to be a foul. Yeah. It's making it hard to watch. It's just constant. It's over here. It's glitching. Namari Burnett shooting the free throw. So Michigan's already in the bonus here. 7 minutes left. Not quite the game UConn wanted to get into, but they are keeping it physical and in the paint. They're not letting Michigan get this one easy, and they're turning it into their game for the most part. The only thing they're struggling in right now is the fouls. 6:47 in the first half. Second of 2 for Namari Burnett. And he sinks the second one. 19-18, Michigan has the lead. A little bit of a struggle to get this one over. Braylon Mullins, Michigan's defense playing with hustle and intensity right now. Malachi Smith. He's made a big impact early on. He's running the offense for UConn. A little bit surprised. I'm not the only one. And a good pass here. He's going to take it. Oh, deflected. Mara. Looks like they're going to call a foul on the interior. They're going to take the foul on Mara. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's on Cadeau. Okay. So calling it on Cadeau for the push to the back, not on Mara for his block. Like is crazy. Caravan makes one shot here. 19-19. So Cadeau exits. And Caravan makes both. 20-19. UConn has the lead. Cadeau, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 steals against Arizona. Oh, there's a foul on the other end. They didn't even show it. And Lendeborg is going to the free throw line. Lendeborg, we weren't sure he was going to be here today. He got injured early against Arizona and really made an effort to play for this game, and he's here. And I don't think he's missed a minute yet. Been on the court every minute that he can, setting the tone even if he's not at 100%. He's a true leader of this Michigan team. He's one of the best players in the country. Makes the first of 2. Second free throw, he's got that one as well. 21-20. Another tough time inbounding, and UConn's struggling to get this one clear. They're running out of time, and they're going to get it anyway. Oh, Braylon Mullins from 3. Made him pay! Don't put pressure on my teammates. 23-21. UConn's fan section is losing it as Braylon Mullins hits his first tray of the game. No, again, Michigan still hasn't made a three-pointer. Malachi Smith, like it's glitching every 2 seconds. Malachi Smith here. Oh, loses his footing. Still got the ball. Fighting for it. Kicks it out. Reed from 3. No. Strong rebound. Oh my goodness. Braylon Mullins flips one inside to Reed. And no. Oh my goodness. I can't believe they didn't come away with that with points. Michigan trying to go quickly. Slips and falls. And Lendeborg. It's going to stay with Michigan here. But good job by UConn getting the hustle there. Mullins on that rebound. A fantastic series of events in the last 20 seconds. The lag is criminal. It's stopping every 2 seconds. Lendeborg to McKinney. No. Oh, a foul. Malachi Smith fouls here. 9th foul for UConn and sends them to the line again. So they're basically just handing Michigan free points. I'm sure Dan Hurley's got something to say about this in the locker room, about cleaning up their act. This is Roddy Gale Jr. shooting the free throws. Three-pointer, Namari Burnett missed the three. As Michigan's they got to figure this out. They haven't made a single three-pointer. Gale makes one of two. Lucas Oil Stadium filled to the brim. Tie game after the second made free throw. Dusty May chirping at the refs a bit. Again, more press on the inbound. As Michigan's being aggressive defensively with hopes to lead to fast breaks, they haven't had any yet. Alakai Smith to Karaban. Karaban back to Smith. Smith's trying to get something going, gives it to Mullins. Braylon Mullins has some space, takes the mid-range two, no. Rebound by Smith, kicks it to Karaban. Karaban inside to Reed. Terrace Reed blocked by Ade Mara. What? I don't like that call. They called that a goaltend. Honestly, that's iffy. That's kind of a metaphorical goaltend. Oh, yeah. He may have made it. Mara to Gale, no. Rebound, UConn 2-point lead. Still, the lag is getting on my nerves. Alakai Smith. To Reed. Terrace Reed back out to Smith. Smith in the corner. Good pass. Oh, they're calling an offensive foul. And Reed's going to pick up his second foul. They might have to take him out the game here. It's exactly what I said going into the game. The game's better when Reed's in. If he's out, UConn might get into some trouble. They got to take him out the game. They do have to take him out the game now with his two fouls. You cannot risk him getting fouled out in the final minutes because UConn, they're a significantly better team when he's in the game. That was an offensive foul that gives Michigan the ball when we come back. UConn's playing well. They're forcing them to play their game. Michigan's trying to take back the momentum and get the tempo going their way. We'll see if they can keep up that pace. Karaban leads the way with for UConn with 8 points, while Marez Johnson has 8 for Michigan and Cadeau has 7. UConn spreading the ball around a little more, making it harder to track down. Malachi Smith has had a great start to this game. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 points to go along with it. He is playing extremely well for a minor role player on the team up to this point. We're low scoring right now here in Indy. 2-point UConn lead. The road ends here. One of these teams is cutting down the nets. The other is going home. Pain points. Michigan has 6 on Connecticut. It's just the 0-7 from three-pointer. They need a three-pointer sooner rather than later. Otherwise, they might be outscored because ultimately, math-wise, 3 is better than 2. Regardless of what the big paint guys will try and tell you, 3 is better than 2. And if you're making your 3, if they're making their 3s and you're not, they're making all their 3s and you're making none of them, you're just making your 2s, then that team's going to come out on top. Probably why they're down by 2 right now, because Michigan, they felt a little outpaced right now by UConn. UConn's taking it to their own game. And that is what it seems like right now, is that UConn's in control of the feel of the game. The only thing that Michigan has a slight advantage of is fouls, because, now you got Terrace Reed's solo ball and Silas Demery all with 2 fouls. Lindeborg for Michigan. He's had a bit of a quiet start to this game. Mara back to Lindeborg. Transition. Tamara. Mara's backing into Reeve. Oh, a great pass. Tries to get it to Gale. Gale drives, blocked, and denied by Braylon Mullins. Mullins going the other way. Throws one to Caravan. Caravan pulls up from 3. No. Rebound, Michigan. Tempo starting to pick up in Indy. From 3. No. No one's making those shots today. Somebody. And UConn with the foul again on this one's on Caravan. Dan Hurley's losing his mind on the UConn sideline. He undercut him on the rebound. Officials discussing who's shooting the free throw here in Indianapolis. I have to reset the TV here, so hopefully I don't miss too much because the lag is bothering me. In case you're wondering, I'm not on HBO Max or True TV. I'm watching this on a VPN and Disney Plus. I am gonna check in over here. Alex Caravan called for a fragrant 1. Two free throws. And possession. 2 free throws and possession. What did he do? I didn't think he did anything warranting a fragrant foul. Probably missed it with all my lagging. I don't know what's happening. He's got the first one, Morez Johnson. And he's going to hit both. 25 apiece. Michigan, chance to take the lead. They have 11 free throws to UConn's 3. Again, similar inbound to Mara. To McKinney. Throws one on to Lindeborg. Who's got the basket? Michigan has the advantage with 2. Yaxel Lindeborg. Malachi Smith. Caravan from 3. Low. Rebound McKinney. Michigan again with the pace. Trying to pick it up. Mara. Lendeborg. Back to Mara. Inside. Trying to back into Reed. He's double teamed. He's going to get it anyway. 4-point Michigan lead. And the momentum has shifted in favor of the Wolverines. Oh, timeout UConn. The crowd is loud in Indy, and the Wolverines bench is on their feet. They're on a 6-0 run in the last minute. Forces Hurley to call his timeout. Unbelievable run there from Michigan. The flagrant foul, I didn't see it. Dan Hurley's got to be a little upset about that one, knowing him, because it didn't warrant a flagrant to me. I didn't even see it in real time. I probably missed the replay of it, and it might have been worse than I thought. But on initial glance, I didn't see much. Quick update, the women's basketball tournament, NCAA women's basketball March Madness, concluded yesterday with UCLA, led by Gabriela Jaquez, absolutely obliterating the South Carolina Gamecocks with a very solid victory that was fueled by Lauren Betts and Gabby Jaquez. So a great game for UCLA, a well-deserved national championship. I'm proud to say I got a 94% on my bracket. On my bracket, I don't even follow it during the regular season. I only start watching during postseason, similar with men's basketball as well. And that's kind of led to, I didn't see this coming. 94%. It's way better than I did with this one. However, I do have a bracket that says I picked Michigan, so I stuck with Michigan here today. It was actually the first one I did. I only got like a 65% on it, but, who's complaining? I got a 94 on the women's basketball one, top 214,000, I think. Pretty solid. I'm in the top 10% of the population. Yeah, you see Lendeborg, he's just bigger than Jaden Ross here. Just how he got over both times. He's just bigger, using the size. There is not a stronger, bigger front court than Michigan has in the sport. They're huge. They're unstoppable. You don't really want to get in their way. All points scored from the paint or the free throw line tonight for Michigan. Who needs the three-point line? Who needs a mid-range jumper? We're going to get it done without either of those. Just shows the impressive physicality of these Michigan Wolverines. Seriously, there was a momentum shift. The crowd felt it. The coaches felt the sideline was going nuts. The bench for Michigan, and they're feeling it. They're on a 6-0 run in the last 52 seconds after that flagrant foul. UConn tosses one way back to Smith, who's still in the game despite his 2 fouls. Solo ball's back as well, as is Terrace Reed. Ball from Dave. He's got it. And back within one. Solo ball. Mara, again, relentless attacking. Here they go. Attack the paint. He's got it in. A dime Mara. That's a tough bucket. 31-28 Michigan. Here's ball to Smith. To Caravan. Cycles around back to Smith. Smith's got some space. Takes the 3. No, well short. Reed gets the rebound. He's on the court. Flips one out. Caravan. 3. No. Rebound. Mara. They're still going, letting them play. Lendeborg trying to back into Mullins. Throws one out. Step back. McKinney. No. $55 seconds till half. Here's ball. Flips it outside to Mullins. Mullins attacks the basket. No. They're still got it. Michigan with the hustle. 1-on-1. In the paint. Size advantage. The throwdown. Ronnie Gale. The putback jam. On the missed shot from Lendeborg. And Michigan is feeling it. 22 points in the paint for the Wolverines. 14 seconds till half. Potential final shot. 6, 5 to Reed inside. No! There's going to be a foul on Michigan on Lendeborg. Excuse me. But a great hustle last few drives there. Lendeborg Gale with the putback. Unbelievable. As you see it off the backboard, off the rim, and Gale puts it back. He knows it's coming out and just throws down with efficiency. So here are the free throws for Terrace Reed. He missed the first one. That's what I'm saying. UConn does not like to get into these kind of battles because they don't shoot free throws very well, and they don't draw free throws at a very high rate, which is what they're losing right now. Michigan 11 to 12 free throws, and then they're losing, and they only have 3, I believe. And then in the paint as well, they got to slow down Michigan in the paint, force them to take those uncomfortable shots on the outside, which they're cold at anyway. Mostly big man in for Michigan. 2.6, enough to get a quick shot off. Reed's got the second one, so they're going to have time for an inbound. 4 points. Potential great shot for Michigan. Let's see. Waiting for the substitution. Cadeau. Throws a quick one. Back to Cadeau. 1. Throws one up. He just heaved one. It's not going to happen. Halftime from Indianapolis. Wolverines 33. Huskies 29. No three-pointers for the Wolverines, but they're getting it done. Physical, tough, battling it out. They're just going at it, attacking the paint, free throws, whatever it takes. They don't need the three-point line. They're playing a game like it's the 90s right now. I mean, honestly, throwback, textbook-style offense from Michigan. Here's Yaxel Lendeborg.
I'm missing plays that I don't usually miss. I have many opportunities to take advantage of smaller players. I've been able to do it. I'm going to go in there and have do as much as I can. I feel a lot better and come out more aggressive.
Well, knowing that you guys have just 20 minutes to win a national championship, what will it take?
Everything, no matter what type of game I'm in, man, I got to go out there and give it my best. I played really soft that first half, and I'm going to be waiting on the second half.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Axel Lendeborg letting us know he's going to be way better in the second half. He's obviously frustrated by his small performance. But Michigan, they still got a 4-point lead. Somehow it felt like UConn's game for the first half of the first half. But late on, after the flagrant foul, Michigan started to take the wheel up by 4. Roddy Gale with the big dunk being the highlight of this half. No three-pointers. Dan Hurley upset with the amount of fouls, no doubt. But we're halftime from Indianapolis. I'll be taking off for a few moments, and I will see you after halftime for the second half of the men's Final Four National Championship game from Indianapolis. Michigan and UConn when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from halftime at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Michigan Wolverines lead the UConn Huskies 33-29 in the home of the Indianapolis Colts. Solo ball for UConn. He was the catalyst for UConn to start this game, got the offense going, made a few shots sink, and then the rest started to fall after that. But don't forget the impact that some of the other guys have had on this game. Alex Caravan has had a great game. But meanwhile, over in Michigan, what about Adai Mara? Let's take a look at this guy. He has been attacking block one. He has been defending brilliantly, and offensively, he's been sneaking his way to the basket with great efficiency, making things happen for the Wolverines. Caravan and Ball combined for 16. Merez Johnson and Elliott Cadeau combined for 17. Johnson's got the most points of the entire game with 17. With 10, which is more than any other player on either team right now. That didn't charge at all. The first half is finished. I'm rolling up the sleeves, It's time to get going. He's Alex Caravan. As he said, you got to just stay out of foul trouble. That's the big one. But otherwise, rebound better. They need to get those defensive rebounds. They need to keep Michigan from being so efficient on the boards. And then secondly, they have to be able to defend the paint better because Michigan's just wreaking havoc. They have all of their points either in the paint or at the free throw line. Got to stop one of them. I would prefer to be in the paint. I know that Dan Hurley would as well. Here's the stat now. Outside the paint, they're 0 for 12 from outside the paint, but in the paint, 11 of 18, 22 points. So they're figuring it. They're getting it done somehow. Maybe not quite as efficiently as they hoped, but they're getting the job done one way or another. Whatever you have to do to win the game right now for Michigan is kind of the mindset they're taking. And, hey, they're up by 4. 20 minutes, full minutes, a lot could happen. UConn could go on a massive run. Michigan could go on a massive run. We're ready here. Look at this shot chart. This is insane. They're just not making any shots that aren't within 5 feet of the basket. Good line there. X marked a lot of spots on that shot chart. UConn starters played a lot of time on the bench because of foul trouble between Reed, Ball, and Demery Jr. They weren't on the court quite as much as they wanted. But here we go. 20 minutes of basketball left. Michigan up by 4. This is the last halftime of the year. Just finished up. Demery starting the second half with the ball. Demery is going to step back. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, Mara. Mara flings one forward. Fast break. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Yeah. And Solo Ball is going to take the foul as Michigan's going to get to the line again. It's his third foul. That was a great pass. I mean, that was the fast break right there that Michigan's been looking for. And I mean, it was just the wipeout at the end. That was the issue on that play, is that it was Burnett who was free. I mean, he was going to score there one way or another. So Ball did foul him intentionally, which wasn't the wrong call, but you do got to stay out of foul trouble. Burnett's makes the first. He is going to have his second attempt here. And this one's good as well. Michigan still great from the free throw line, up by 6. Here's Demery. Lined up on the Yaxel. Demery gets one outside to Reed. Reed, no. Gets his own rebound and puts it back. Terrace Reed was ready on that one. Cadeau back in the game for Michigan. Didn't see him for a lot of the latter half of the first half. And he's going to get it there. Flips it to Burnett. Burnett to Lendeborg. Tomara. These guys are too loud. Shot won't go. A little bit of deflection, fighting, and it's going to be UConn basketball. Johnson had the last touch. 4-point Wolverines lead. Solo ball. It's Demery now. Throws it back to Reed. Terrible pass. Yeah, they were not communicating well on that one, so it'll be Michigan ball. So, yeah, just different pages there. Lendeborg trying to step up his game. Burnett from the corner. Burnett, no. Reed with the rebound. Still nothing coming from the three-point line for Michigan. 0 for 9 today. Hey, UConn's not shooting well either, but they're shooting better. Caravan to Reed. Reed's got plenty of space. And Mara is happy to give it to him. And a steal from Mara. Great play. Lendeborg has it. To Cadeau. Cadeau on the pick. Foul. Yeah. And Demery is going to get another foul called against him. That's his third. Absolutely. Look at Mara just getting his arms out there. It's just that size, the arm length. That's what Michigan's had on their opponents all season long. And we're seeing it here in the biggest moment. And that was obviously a foul on Johnson, on Demery there on Johnson. So 3 fouls each for Ball and Demery. Ball is still in the game. Demery just exited. Almost a great pass there, but the steal for Reed. Three-pointer, solo ball, no. Mara to Lendeborg. Lendeborg's driving. He's going to pressure his way in, no. Rebound, Caravan. Malachi Smith tries to get it to Caravan, back to Smith. Solo ball, gets the ball stripped away from him. Now Mari Barnett with the defensive play. Merez Johnson to Burnett. Burnett loses the ball. It's UConn basketball. So turnovers all over the place here in the championship game. 35-31 Michigan. Wolverines bench complaining about that last call. 4 minutes in. UConn has made 1 shot. Michigan hasn't made any, but they got those 2 free throws. Malachi Smith. To solo ball. Solo ball. Steps out. He's got a 3. No. Not quite. Cadeau. Cadeau drives. He's got it. Oh, man. He powers in. And he gets the foul. Oh, man, a potential three-point play. A solo ball fouls him. It's his fourth. You got to pull him. You got to pull solo ball here. That was an incredible push from Elliot Cadeau as he puts the pressure. I cannot believe he made that basket. Unbelievable effort from Elliot Cadeau as he just flips one up. Solo ball had to know. He was being way physical. But unbelievable. So Cadeau for his 10th point. Yep, 38-31. Solo ball's out. Takes a seat on the bench with 4 fouls. And a lot of noise from the Wolverines fan section. 7-point lead. UConn trying to get some momentum back in their favor. Reach in on Gale. So it'll remain UConn's ball. This is Malachi Smith. Might be seeing him more now that ball is at 4 fouls. Oh, turnover. Cadeau. Elliot Cadeau, Michigan on the fast break. Cadeau drives. No, the putback's not there. On nearly from Perez Johnson, but Michigan again with the tempo, attacking the basket viciously right now. Up by 7. Caravan drives at the basket, blocked. Oh my goodness. Michigan's playing elite defense. Caravan, no. Rebound and in for Braylon Mullins. Honestly, the defense can't get much better than that if you're Michigan, but credit to UConn for getting the points there. But wow, Lendeborg. Wow. Yaxel Lendeborg and 1. Michigan and UConn are duking it out right now. This is more what we expected coming in. That's an impossible shot. Improbable, mind you. But Yaxel Lendeborg showing us why he had an argument for National Player of the Year. Triple covered in the paint, throws one up, takes the foul, and gets it to go in. Phenomenal. Michigan, UConn. They're fighting in Indianapolis. Good last sequence there. Ooh, here we go. It's more what we were expecting. The defense from Michigan on that UConn possession, insane. The blocks were crazy. Got multiple blocks from Cadeau and Barnett. And then just they needed to get the rebound. That was the only thing they were missing, but incredible defense on that one. Because they were hustling. Four fouls on Ball, 3 on Reed and Demery. Look defensively, Michigan has 5 steals and 3 blocks. UConn only has 1 of each. So we're seeing that defensive impact, moreover, from Michigan now that we're getting down to it. Michigan's defense is starting to step up. They're playing cleaner basketball. So UConn's getting in foul trouble. Let's list the things that I said they had to do at the beginning. At the beginning of the game. Hey, don't get in foul trouble. Keep Terrace Reed on the court. That's 1. No foul trouble. Keep Terrace Reed on the court. Stop Michigan in the paint. Rebound well. And shoot well from the three-pointer. Let's go over it. Solo Ball has 4 fouls. Demery and Reed both have 3, and Reed's about to get pulled because of those 3 because they need him for the final stretch. Can't have him fouling out. So that's a no there. Rebounding. They're up 1 rebound on Michigan, but the paint points is where they get them. Paint points. Michigan is just dominating in the paint. They haven't needed 3-pointers at all. I mean, look at Elliot Cadeau here. Great pass to start the game. And he's been an animal today. He's all over the place. He's flying through the court, making great play after great play. The chase down. And then over here, the and one, just incredible. 10 points on 50% shooting. But the only thing, UConn's also 5 of 19 from three-pointer. They're only shooting 26%. It's not nearly good enough to beat this Michigan team at the stage that we're in right now in the national championship game. Michigan leads by 7. 40-33, 15-16 to go here in the second half. Cadeau, the UNC transfer, I was talking about how he's elevated his game so much. He's been phenomenal this tournament, and we're considering to see that same pattern here in the national championship game. Here's Lendeborg's and one, and he's going to get it to go. It's an 8-point Wolverine lead. Largest lead of the game for Michigan. No lead is safe from UConn. Example, Duke's 19-point lead at halftime of their Elite Eight matchup. Oh, man. UConn's turned it over. That was Malachi Smith. I wasn't sure what happened. But there is let's see. Let's see the turnover. Yeah, he just loses it. That is fantastic defense for Michigan. They're putting pressure. Cadeau, 3. No, he still doesn't have it. Braylon Mullins trying to get the hustle. 1-on-1 points from Malachi Smith. 41-35. Michigan trying to keep the momentum in their favor, picking up the pace. Gale, blocked. Not making it easy on the passes. On the passing right now for Michigan. Again, trying to make it difficult. That was Jaden Ross on the deflection. Michigan, they've eliminated the fast break for Michigan, which is something that Michigan excels in. So, touche for that. UConn's still down by 6. It just shows they've taken away so much, and Michigan's still balling. Possession, Michigan. Good defense from Ross, though. But I'm like, you've taken away their three-point ability. You've taken away their fast breaks. You've taken away everything. And Michigan is still winning by 6. Just shows how good of a team they are. And a poor pass, but it is recovered. Little spin, shake and bake. Gets the shot to fall. Oh, Trey McKinney. With the blender move. Unbelievable. 8-point Michigan lead. Malachi Smith. Caravan had a shot, didn't take it. Corner, Braylon Mullins, no. Oh, Reed somehow gets the rebound. Smith to Mullins. Mullins drives again. No, tries to get it over Mara. Can't. Triple rebound, Caravan. Michigan is not rebounding well defensively, and UConn is taking advantage. 10 points for Caravan now. Elliot Cadeau. Cadeau drives. Cadeau, easy. 45-37, Michigan. Elliot Cadeau has Michigan rolling right now offensively. UConn's not doing much worse. Caravan to Reed. Reed stumbles. Still got it. 3 steps. Throws one up. No. Rebound Michigan. Lendeborg. Axel Lendeborg. Backing into Mullins. Throws one out to Cadeau. Cadeau from 3. Cadeau, yes! Michigan! They hit a 3-pointer! Elliot Cadeau! 48-37, timeout UConn. The Wolverines hit a 3-pointer. Unbelievable. And the Wolverines, 28 minutes into the basketball game, and Michigan has a 3. Elliot Cadeau. Oh, wow. And the bench went wild and the fans went crazy. Michigan is on their way to a national championship. Not to jinx it, there's 12 minutes left, but they're up by 11, and that was a huge three-pointer. Elliot Cadeau has caught fire in this second half. 15 points for him. I mean, what can you do? What can you do if you're UConn? You're faced with this giant of a team who's hitting you with play after play after play, and you've taken away everything. You've taken away their fast break. You've taken away their three-pointers, and they're still beating you. And so then you loosen up on defense a bit, and Elliot Cadeau just hit a dagger from three. First one of the game. Haven't scored a three-pointer in 27 minutes of play. Didn't have a three-pointer, and you're still losing already by 8. This team is remarkable. They're scoring 9% from three-pointer, but they're chugging along with an 11-point lead against the UConn Huskies. Unbelievable. What a team this Michigan Wolverines is, led by Dusty May. They're getting it done. They're putting their head down and getting to work. I mean, you can't play a much better game if you're UConn, honestly. They played really well the first half, locked in defensively, played one of the best defensive games we've seen against Michigan. Offensively could have used some work, but defensively played one of the best games that could have possibly have been played against the Wolverines. And here they are, still up by 11 with 12 minutes to play. Still, no lead is safe. It is the national championship game. It is UConn, but wow, what a last couple minutes for the Michigan Wolverines here. They've outscored UConn by 7 in this second half. Incredible. We're back here in Indianapolis. Another look at Cadeau's just working the defense as he just, look at this, fake pass, dagger, finally. Ice cold all day, and Cadeau snaps it. If they win, it'll be their second title. First since 1989. UConn, it would be their 7th and their 3rd in 4 years. Michigan's earned it. It's been a long road. .12:47 to play. UConn needs to pick up the pace here in the national championship game. Braylon Mullins to Demery, who's back. Shot clock's at 3. Caravan way downtown. No. Offensive rebound. Demery. Demery flips it inside. Denied! Foul on Michigan, but good defense again. Hey, I'm a big fan of fouling when you make incredibly impressive plays. Yeah, okay, the block was clean. It was the hit on the body. That just makes it better. I've always been a fan of when it's like, what a play, buddy, got a foul. It didn't count, but hey, we still remember the play. That's a great move there. So, hey, give him credit. This is Jaden Ross taking his free throws. Got both. 9-point Michigan lead. Where'd the ball go? All right. Cadeau on the inbound. Correct. He just said it's far from over. He's absolutely right. Trey McKinney to Johnson. Cadeau. Cadeau with the drive again. Elliot Cadeau blocked. Great defense from UConn. UConn keeping up the tempo from downtown. Jaden Ross, no. Rebound, Michigan. McKinney, fast break the other way. 1-on-2v1. Oh my goodness, UConn, great defense. And here's Mullins the other way. Blocked again. Staying with UConn. Johnson with the block as the defenses are, polishing off their blocks right now. No shots are going in easy. Yeah, I mean, if they're taking their shot, it's getting blocked. They are swarming. Correct. Thank you. This must be what it's like to have a partner commentate with me. Anybody. No, yeah. They're swarming, definitely. They're just attacking the backboards. They're crashing on them, just defending brilliantly. I mean, UConn's not doing half bad either, but Michigan's defense has hit another level in these last few minutes of play. It's like if a shot's going up, I guarantee it's coming back down at this point. Terrace Reed with a 3-pointer. He'll have a double-double. He's got 7 points, but 10 rebounds. And Alex Karaban's 3 rebounds away from a double-double as well. He's got 7 rebounds, 10 points. On the other end of things, 4 blocks for Michigan, 5 steals. Yeah, defensively, again, it's just tightening up. Forcing turnovers. 48-39 Michigan, 11:33 to play in a commercial break. It's been a long break for the Exponential, but don't worry, April's a full month. Today we have, of course, national championship coverage. On Instagram, you'll catch different Marlins coverage, updates on the NBA, MLB, and more. And then on April 24th, the NFL draft, we got live draft coverage right here in the Exponential as well, including exclusive breakdowns of every pick. The Big Ten's last NCAA champion was Michigan State in 2000. That's gotta hurt. But here to ruin that 26-year drought. Michigan up by 9, 11 minutes left. But UConn, they chip away. Exhibit A, Duke. And they're already started. Hey, it's been 2 minutes. 2 points are off the board. Inbound here, Mullins flips it to Reed. Terrace Reed to Mullins. Reed again. Backs into it. Reed spins one in and got it. 7-point lead, Michigan. Whittling it down. 9 points for Terrace Reed. Cadeau, good move. Drives again. Cadeau, no. Ooh. Takes a spill. Demery. Silas Demery to Karaban. Well covered. Can't take the shot he wanted. Braylon Mullins from 3. No. Mullins has been cold again. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh. There was a bit of a tumble on the sideline. Ref went down. couple players down as well. Whose ball? Michigan? Yeah, it looks like Michigan. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Michigan ball. Are they calling jump? Nope, Michigan. Here's McKinney. Braylon Mullins, 2 of 13 from the field today. It's not ideal. He had a similar game against Duke, though. I'd like to remind you, and hit the dagger 3. Unbelievable ending. From 3, nope. Lendeborg doesn't get it. Uh-oh. Fast break going the other way. And blocked by Lendeborg. And blocked again. Michigan ball going the other way. Mara's got nowhere to throw it to. Gets it to McKinney. Trying to slow down the pace. McKinney then speeds it up, drives at the basket. No, rebound, put back, running game. Morez Johnson. Said the wrong name, but still incredible. Michigan is playing with fire right now. Timeout, Michigan. Foul on Michigan. Look at this. Look at this. Lendeborg going up. Denied. And then this putback from Johnson. Beautiful. I got so caught up. I said the wrong name. That's how good defensively Michigan's been playing in these last couple minutes. Terrace Reed. Gets it over. Tries to put it in. Nope. Demery can't get it. Another battle for a rebound. And it's UConn ball. Stays with him. He let go at just the right time. Clever offense by Terrace Reed. 9 points to catch up. 9 minutes to play. I'm a little concerned. This is very Duke-like, actually. Lead and then just a point a minute. They're just chipping away. Oh, man, another block from Morez Johnson. They can't score. Lendeborg from 3. No. Rebound, Michigan. Lendeborg inside to Johnson. Johnson, nope, stolen by Caravan. Alex Caravan drives. Caravan got one to fall. 7-point Michigan lead. Chipping away minute by minute. Gail Tamara to Lendeborg. Lendeborg from 3 again. Airballs it. 0 for 5 from 3 is Yaxel Lendeborg. That was a great, he's just doing it himself. Alex Caravan with the steal and then taking it across the length of the floor for the layup. Lendeborg, unhappy with his performance today, but they're still up by 7, and Morez Johnson went to the bench as well with Lendeborg, so they're short of a few big men right now. Potential chance for UConn to take advantage here. Demery to Caravan, back to Demery. Demery drives. Demery got it. 5-point game. UConn is storming back. That's Demery's first points of the game. Spin. Gale. No. Blocked. Caravan. Caravan's playing some defense. All on his own. Demery. Caravan deflection stolen by Gale. Roddy Gale the other way. And oh my goodness, the alley-oop from Mara. 54 or 52. I don't even know. 52-45. An incredible alley-oop. This game got good quickly here in the second half. Caravan takes the three. Caravan, no. And Michigan ball. 7-point lead, 7 minutes to go. Dusty May squad holding on, but only just. Whew. That was an intense sequence. The steal from Gale, and then Roddy Gale throwing one up. Lob, bam! Easy alley-oop for Michigan. Oh, Dan Hurley not loving that one. 7-point Wolverines lead coming down to the wire in Indianapolis. Taking off the headset for a bit. Whew. Good finish coming to us in Indianapolis, one way or another. Someone's coming down a national champion. If you're not already, this is just your every so often reminder to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And let me know if you want some other commentary options, and I'll see what I can do. Only the second time doing basketball on my channel. I think it's been fine. I haven't done terribly. It's taken a bit brushing off the cobwebs. It's faster, that's for sure. So trying to keep up with all the information takes an insane processing speed, but hey, we're getting it done. And also, if you want more content, Instagram, The Exponential. Take a look there. And I repost a lot of stuff. No, I also make graphics and other cool stuff over there. So if you want to take a look, much appreciated. I have not been following college basketball that long to know much about the history. But the 1976 Indiana Hoosiers, undefeated national champions. All right, here we go. Look at that. UConn has missed 11 straight three-pointers. Michigan's even made a three-pointer since UConn made their last one. Michigan seeking their second title. First was in 1989. Inbound, Burnett to Cadeau. Gale has been huge today for Michigan. Cadeau wrapping his way around a poor lob, and it'll be UConn ball. Got to get a little better ball security than that. Wasn't clean, a little bit of a miscommunication. They need to be a little careful here. It's worth being concerned that UConn's, kind of close. Demery. Underneath to Terrace Reed. Reed loses it. Foul. Foul on Mara. Looks like he might have hit a hand when reaching for the ball. It's been a pretty clean second half between these two teams. Not many fouls called. Considering at this point in the first half, Michigan was already in the bonus thanks to UConn foul trouble, but they've kept it clean in the second half. Reed to Demery. Reed back on the inside. Tears Reed. No. Rebound Michigan. And no, but a foul. And the foul this time goes against Jalen Stewart. And McKinney is going to head to the line. And Solo Ball is warming up to get back in the game. He's been out for about 10 minutes now with his 4 fouls. And McKinney makes the first. And the second for McKinney here. He's got that one as well. 9-point Michigan lead. 6 minutes, 6.5 to play. UConn needs to start picking up the pace. A little bit of transition. Solo Ball to Caravan. Back to Ball. Ball from 3. No. And offensive rebound. Caravan on the run in. No. Oh, there's a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Lendeborg. Are they saying it's a shooting foul? Looks like they are. Yeah, they're saying it's on Lendeborg. So he will shoot 2. Pull him back to 7 if he makes both. It really does come down to defense here for UConn. Stopping Michigan. Oh, he missed it. And this is exactly what we said. It shouldn't have to come down to the free throws because UConn does not shoot free throws efficiently at all. They shoot at one of the lowest clips in the country when it comes to free throw line. Solo Ball. He missed it again, but they got the rebound. Demery is going to take the 3. No, another missed three-pointer. As they're just not making their shots at the moment. Inside Lendeborg. Lendeborg! He's got it. 11-point Michigan lead. 5 minutes to play. Demery. Absolutely, they are in danger time. They need to get going. Braylon Mullins from 3. Got this one. Timeout UConn. They got 1 timeout left. It's an 8-point game. UConn needs to get collected, but good job Braylon Mullins coming in clutch, getting that 3-pointer. He's one of the most clutch players on the UConn team. They need him to step up big in these final 5 minutes. And 8 points for Mullins today. UConn's been called from 3-pointer, but they need to shake it off now after that one. And we got a review going on for a potential flagrant. Potential flagrant. Yeah. It wasn't a flagrant. I kind of had the same feelings about the one earlier. It was just like, I mean, it was a physical play. UConn putting on the pressure on Michigan defensively. 5:21 to play. Cadeau. Over to Mara. To Lendeborg. Lendeborg driving. Lendeborg tries to put one up. He's got the put back in. Puts back his own shot. He's having a nice little stretch here. 10-point lead for Michigan. 11 points for Lendeborg on the night. Got to do whatever they can. Michigan has just kept this separation. Braylon Mullins, he was open. Sidesteps. Mullins, got it. Braylon Mullins hitting his threes right now. Down by 7, 4 minutes to go. Mara to Cadeau. Cadeau throws it back to Lendeborg. Lendeborg's been hot. He's driving. Lendeborg, no. Foul. They're going to give Lendeborg the shooting. They're going to say it's a shooting foul. I don't know about that one, but Dan Hurley might not want to use his challenge. But I'm not sure about that one. On Stamen, I'm not sure that was a real shot. Makes his first free throw. Michigan is 7 of 7 with free throws in the second half. Make that 8 of 8. 9-point Michigan lead, 4 minutes to go. They can taste it. Lendeborg's checking out of the game. The fans are feeling it. Demery. Demery's got nowhere to throw to. Mullins. Braylon Mullins trying to spin his way out of danger to Terrace Reed. Terrace Reed. Foul on Johnson. All right. That's Johnson's 4th foul. They're going to have to take him out of the game here. TV timeout. Lendeborg hitting his stride. Michigan up by 9. Here we go. 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Michigan knocking on the door. All right. Let's take a seat back here, a little bit of distance, rest the legs so I don't pull the desk down. It's a great view for everybody. Not a great game. It's about up here. Michigan, 3 minutes away from the second national championship in program history. First one since 1989. Lendeborg has been phenomenal in these last few minutes, getting things done. Elliot Cadeau as well has just had a great game as Michigan has played fantastically up to this point. They're getting it done when there was no room to get anything done. I mean, UConn, again, they took away three-pointers, took away fast breaks, and Michigan was still getting the job done. And we're seeing Michigan, they're winning this game. They're winning this game just by being the better team. Not even because they have the better strategy or the better athleticism. They do have the better athleticism, but that's not why. They're winning because they're the better team. Like, they're just outplaying UConn right now in so many scopes of the game, which is what's leading to this. All right, and we're back from Indianapolis. Michigan up by 9, just under 4 minutes to go. And the Wolverines will have their trophy and their second title since '89. But no lead is too big for UConn, as evidenced by their 19-point comeback against Duke a week ago. March Madness / April antics could come to an end. Well, it is coming to an end no matter what in 3 minutes and 48 seconds, unless it goes to overtime. And one of these two teams is coming away with a trophy, a title, and a net. Here is Terrace Reed. He's not the greatest free throw shooter, but we'll see how he acts here. Hey, he's got the first one on a bounce. 8-point Michigan lead. Again, it comes down to the defense. UConn is scoring. Just need their defense to step up. Reed's got both. Lendeborg. To Gale. It's going to be Michigan ball. Solid defense, though. 3:35. McKinney. Shot clock's at 5. McKinney takes the shot, airballs it. Caravan to Demery. Silas Demery has had the ball in his hands a lot, hasn't scored a lot. He's matched up with Cadeau. Tip gets his own pass. Oh! And Braylon Mullins, the blocking foul, gives Michigan possession. That hurts. Dan Hurley is irate. Cadeau. Oh, tries to wrap around. Another foul on UConn. Demery's fourth foul. Staying in the game. 2:45, down by 7. UConn feeling the pressure. In comes solo ball. What a season for both these teams, but Michigan, wow. Elliot Cadeau, Yaxel Lindeborg, everybody. Oh, Cadeau makes his first free throw. Really not sure why Lindeborg tried so hard. He has another one. 16 points for Cadeau on the day. It's an excellent performance from the transfer from North Carolina. And again, 9-point lead for the Wolverines. 2:44 to go. UConn needs a bit of a miracle at this point. Otherwise, Michigan might be running away with this one. Caravan, deep three. Oh, he got it. Sinks one. A deep three from Caravan. 15 for him. 3 3-pointers. 6 now is the lead for Michigan. 2:15. 2-possession game. Uh-oh, turnover. UConn's got it the other way. Puts it back. No, he missed it. Michigan has it again. He missed the layup. Gale to McKinney. Open three. McKinney, splash! 9-point lead, Michigan. Trey McKinney trying to put him away for good. Timeout, Michigan. A huge 3-pointer from Trey McKinney. Oh, and UConn, it looks over. 9 points. 1 minute, 49 seconds. Michigan, that was a key. That hurt. That 3-pointer was just dagger to the heart. You gotta get this. This is unbelievable that he didn't score here. And it was McKinney who was on the defensive side as well, made the great defensive play, and then hits the 3 on offense and has the Michigan fan section going bananas. Wow. Huge play there. They're a 6-time runner-up. And they're trying to say, not this time. UConn's got 1 timeout left. Down by 9. They need a 3-pointer. And quick, they can't take the full shot clock. He should have pulled up there. Caravan trying to make space for himself. In isolation. Tough. Didn't take it again. Solo ball from 3. No. Caravan blocked. Back to Reed. Stolen. Foul. "13 rebounds for Terrace Reed. He does have a double-double today. But will it be enough? Gets his first free throw. Pulls it to 8. Down to 7. Solo balls on the bench. As is Terrace Reed. 1:23 to play. They got to start fouling. And the foul Cadeau. And Demery just fouled out. And I didn't see anything. I don't get. I'm with the guy on the bench. I didn't see anything. Demery should not have been fouled out for that. And Cadeau's got 2 free throws now. Wow. Another one for Cadeau. He's had a great game. 22 of 23 at the free throw line for Michigan today. Another one for Cadeau. 67 to 58. One minute remaining, up by 9. Braylon Mullins, corner 3, missed it by a mile. Foul on Michigan. So free throws coming for Connecticut. Whether it matters has not yet been determined. Alex Carabin makes his first of 2 free throws. And the second one's good. 7-point Michigan lead, 53 seconds left. Got a foul. They can't foul him. Michigan ball. Third timeout for the Wolverines. 48 seconds from being national champions. They can taste it. Dusty May, Florida Atlantic, former coach there, led them to the Final Four in a miracle run that was such a joy to watch. And here he is a few years later. A team that is 48.8 seconds from being national champions. A turnover is necessary. Uh-oh. They're going to get one. Turnover, UConn basketball, 45.7. That was a bad pass, bad inbound. So results in a turnover. Still not much reason for concern if you're Michigan, but definitely made things slightly more intriguing, if nothing else. Dan Hurley shouting instructions on the bench. It's ball on the inbound. That's what I said. Throws one up for Braylon Mullins. He's got to pull up and take the shot. Ball. Oh, man! Solo ball just nailed a 3. 4-point game, 37.2. Hey, game's a game. I don't know how he made that. Is that a 2 or a 3? Stadium says 2. Scoreboard says 3. So he gave him 2. That's a 3. That's a 3. Oh, man. I kind of thought it was a 2 when I saw it, but still ridiculously impressive considering how much he overshot it. He missed. He's like, hey, it went in. But wow, that was surprising. So it'll be 67-63. There's the extra point added. 37.2 to go. 4-point Wolverines lead. So solo ball with the big shot there. 37.2 seconds to make it count. Cadeau has the inbound for Michigan. Got their players running track and field out there. They have an open. They got to get the ball quickly, force a turnover or a foul. It's looking like a foul. Yeah. 29.5, and they'll intentionally foul here. Send Roddy Gale Jr. to the line. .9 seconds from glory. Oh, in and out. Gale doesn't get the free throw. Second one coming. Breath is held no matter what side you're cheering for in Indianapolis. Oh, he missed both. Here comes UConn. Malachi Smith. Can't get Mullins. He's got Caravan. Caravan, deep 3. No. Rebound, Michigan. They foul him, 13.1. Hey, an entertaining final sequence, but that'll do it. Dusty May's not getting his hopes up. He wants his team to keep fighting. No, yeah, I mean the Huskies, they've seriously held on. Michigan, though, this team is so good. They're so impressive because UConn, they took away everything, and Michigan just never stopped fighting. Yeah, I don't think it was a flagrant. I wish you could say I'm sticking around for one shining moment. I'll watch one shining moment, but I'm going to log off as soon as the game's done. And I give the proper accolades to Michigan. Or to UConn. Yeah, I mean, that play from McKinney was crazy. That's the correct call. They need him to miss both. He did. He didn't. He did not. McKinney. He put the dagger 3 in him, and he lops off the head to finish the job. Another clean free throw for McKinney. See if he can get this last one. He does. 69-63, 13.4 to play. They gotta hurry. Smith driving. Smith. No. Michigan ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Michigan Wolverines, national champions. Dusty May. That's my Florida coach. Florida Atlantic University. Dusty May comes to Michigan, revives the program. Years later, national champions. Unbelievable. What a dominant run for Michigan this tournament has been. Incredible, truly. Just an incredible run. Doesn't get much better. Michigan are the national champions. Dusty May and this team, incredible. Credit to Dusty May, Namari Burnett, Elliot Cadeau, LJ Kaysen, Howard, Isley Jr., Roddy Gale Jr., Oscar Goodman, Winters Grady, Harrison Hochberg, Merez Johnson Jr., Malik Cordell, Yaxel Lendeborg, Ricky LeBird, Ade Mara, Charlie May, Trey McKinney, and Will Cheddar, all led by Dusty May, your 2025 to 2026 men's college basketball national champion, Michigan Wolverines. 69-63 is your final score. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great game. I will see you guys on March 24th for the NFL draft. Michigan is your national champion. Incredible game, great game, well fought. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time on the Exponential.